Today we're back looking at some people he thought that they were main characters. Prankster bullies people he thinks are little.
What you doing, man?
I mean, that's just one way to end up with a broken jaw.
Are you playing right now? Why?
I didn't see you, bro. You little. You act like I see you.
You want to take this outside, man? I'll pop a cap in your ass, bro.
You gonna shoot me?
Yeah,
Wait, how are you gonna start squaring up to him whenever you're the one who initiated it?
Your ass, boy.
Who the f you calling boy, man?
You, boy.
You really want to do here, man?
Okay, then leave me alone, because I didn't see your little ass.
Is that how you want to play? You think this funny?
Who's laughing?
I ain't laughing, man.
Laughing at? You too little, boy. You better go on. You better go on.
He's literally the same height as you.
Tell you I didn't see you.
You smacked the down on me, you didn't see me?
Are you gonna go out of your way to wind somebody up and then whenever they defend themselves and stand up for themselves, you have a go with them? Wait a second, dude violates the little guy and then proceeds to square up seriously after he gets offended. Bro, F all of you. I feel like a lot of these pranksters do that. I mean, they're not pranksters though. That's not a prank, that's you going out of your way to try to irritate someone. Like, I don't understand it. It's not a prank, it's you just winding people up and being a dick. That dude is like an inch taller than the guy he says is little. What a douche. These people are very calculated. They always go after people who they know they probably couldn't get beaten up by. All I'm gonna say is one day it's gonna pick on the wrong person, end up getting a broken jaw. Woman uses fire extinguisher on airport workers. This is one way to get added to a no-fly list. Yet again, I wonder how it escalated to this. She was probably late and then got angry at the workers. Oh wait, so she actually ran in there. Like, this is literally how you're gonna get a criminal record. You're not actually doing anything except literally digging yourself into a hole.
Alright, her family already has pictures of her bags and I'm picking up her bags for her.
So tell her to tell her family.
That is how you're gonna end up getting tasered, arrested, charged, and literally like put in a no-fly list. And then I feel bad for all the passengers there, because if an incident like that happens, they basically have to put the airport into lockdown, don't they? He also wants to bet money in the fact that she probably reacted like that due to the fact that she was late to her flight, and then they didn't let her on it. Welcome to the no-fly list. I mean, that's a VIP way to get put onto it. And I don't think people understand getting put onto a no-fly list is a big thing. If you want to fly somewhere and you've been put onto the no-fly list, good luck. I'm also pretty sure that a lot of the airlines share information with each other. So first of all, you're gonna get banned from the airport. You're probably gonna get banned from all the airlines. So if you ever want to go on holiday somewhere, how are you gonna get there? You're not really gonna swim, are you? Why the hell would you ever commit a crime at an airport? Whenever I see people losing their crap in an airport, it blows my mind. There is zero tolerance whatsoever. Do you honestly think these people care about the consequences? I just feel bad for all the other passengers there, because I know for a fact their flights got cancelled. People usually take a few Xannies or sleep meds to deal with the flight. That and maybe a few drinks. That's why all these airport videos have the silliest monkeys making bad decisions. I mean, in a lot of these freakout videos, we have seen people having meltdowns either in airports or on the actual planes. I always thought it had to do with the fact that maybe you're high up in the air and like the pressure's messing with your brain, but it wouldn't surprise me if alcohol and drugs were also involved. Guy throws cake at people, luckily misses. I mean, lucky for him, because if it hit someone, they probably hit him back.
Somebody's birthday today. Who's gonna get a cake?
He's also throwing it off like a balcony. Like, if that hit someone, that could cause damage. And then get ready, he's gonna run. Uh-oh. Yeah, so now he's starting to brick it. I mean, put it this way, if someone threw a cake at me, I don't even know how I'd react. However, he's also quite lucky it didn't hit him. Even though, like, it is a cake, if that hit someone in the back of the head, that could literally paralyze them. And then yet again, why? Like, why? Why would you go out of your way to first of all buy a cake and then throw it? And then someone's gonna have to end up cleaning that. I expect this type of stupidity from a kid, but a grown man, it's rather sad. I mean, a lot of these men are little children in the body of like a 40-year-old. They also never really have jobs. That's something else I've noticed. Like, their job is literally doing stuff like that, which is terrorizing the public. What is the worst case of main character syndrome you've ever encountered. I was briefly friends with a woman who could do no wrong. She was the victim 24/7, everyone was out to get her. She saw other people as means to an end and would say whatever she wanted about them, accuse them of horrible stuff, repeat things they supposedly said about you to your face. She made it up or heavily exaggerated every time, and just in general use people. She told me if in the first 2 weeks of us knowing each other that she was telling everyone we were best friends. When she moved away, she forgot I existed. People like that are lonely. I have definitely had friends like that in the past. Like, put it this way, if someone's always got drama in their life 24/7, it is man-made. It's not real drama, it is drama that they cause and then play the victim. And a lot of times it is because they are very boring. These very dramatic people have to make drama up in their life to make their life interesting. If there was no drama in their life, there would be no them, because them as a human is boring. I had a friend like this. He's gay, so any morsel of criticism, even valid one, was labelled as homophobia. Like, he really used I'm too gay to function, not as a joke, but as a real reason to cancel our plan. And God forbid me to be mad because I already left the house and was on my way to meet him. Ended our friendship because I never signed up to participate in a Oppression Olympics, and told my problems are invalid because I'm straight, cis, and a woman, while he's the one suffering the most because everyone was out to get him. I also have experienced people like that. Put it this way, if you're friends with someone and they just make your life hell, drop them. It doesn't matter what colour skin they have, what their sexuality is, what their gender is. If they act anything like that, just drop them. Also, if they are the type of person to label everything as something, also drop them. I've definitely had gay friends in the past where, like, if someone disagrees with them, they automatically call them homophobic. And it's like, where is the homophobia? Also, a lot of gay men hide behind the word homophobia whenever they don't like something you said. You could literally say the least homophobic thing ever and they'll accuse you of it. So if you ever know someone like that, just drop them immediately. Blind man gets arrested for carrying a white cane.
What's this in your back pocket?
It's a navigational aids. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that. What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You don't have
you
to...
ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be to me.
Okay, so it's not a firearm. It's a walking stick.
I do have my ID, but you don't need it.
And now they're arresting him.
Legally blind? Yes, I am.
All right, Mr. Hodges. Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number. I put you in jail for resisting.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Okay, so let me get this straight. That blind man was out and about walking. Police stopped him, accusing him of having a gun, and then he showed that it was a walking stick. And they put him in cuffs and arrested him for resisting. Police need to do a better job. Like, you can't be having cops like that. What's your name and badge number? That's it. Arrest him for resisting. These guys definitely lack training. They've done one of two things. They've embarrassed the police force, and they're probably going to cost the police force. Because if that man wanted to, he could probably sue them for emotional distress. They accused him of having a gun, and then he showed that he didn't have a gun, and then they arrested him. How does any of that make sense? Because it doesn't. Boomer meets mild inconvenience. Oh, that was a good shot. Who wants to guarantee this was over him not getting a refund?
Now, I got my money back. Now, I got my money back now, you son of a... Huh?
Honestly, they should just lock the door so it means he can't get out.
I'm waiting right in front. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I'm sitting right here.
You're staying right here.
Okay, that's good. You're not going anywhere. It means the police can pick you up there.
He destroyed my freaking models. He threw over the table, the chair.
And then he just walks away with his wee stroller. Walks away like nothing happened. There was only one reason why he reacted like that, and it's because he wanted a refund and didn't get it. And due to that, he decided to smash up the store. Ah yes, the classic thought process. If they didn't give me a refund, I know I'll destroy the store, then I'm sure I'll get my money back. I'm guessing the police arrested him and charged him in the end. What type of excuses do you think he used? He was probably like, oh, I'm an old man, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm also quite shocked by the strength he had. Like, I'm so sorry, whenever I look at an old man, I do not imagine them being able to do that. Does he even need that stroller? Like, he basically turned into the Hulk.
Say your boyfriend was going to the strip club 2 times a week. Would you have an issue with that?
Yeah, because that I feel like that's already an unspoken rule in a relationship. You don't go into the strip club.
Well, you shouldn't go to bars and clubs when you're in a relationship.
Is that an unspoken rule?
I mean, yeah, it is.
It kind of is.
Common sense.
You shouldn't really be partying with your single female friends.
You're not allowed to party.
Friends, for that matter, if you're in a relationship.
What is the positive
Well, you
ROI
guys are older.
Listen,
Maybe that's what you think in your own dating life, but we're young. That's not how it works for us.
She's 20 and she agrees with us. She's younger than you.
Okay.
So that your entire argument just went down the trash.
Okay, I personally hate them videos. Quite frankly, them people always get girls who don't know what they're talking about in their podcast and then just talk down to them. I think they were having an argument about strip clubs, and basically the guys were saying, why can't guys go to strip clubs if girls are allowed to go out clubbing with their friends? I think there's a big difference between a group of girls going to the club to dance and guys going to a strip club. Keep in mind, one is a club and the other is a strip club. Like, there is a big difference. Who's supposed to be the idiot in this scenario? The conversation in and of itself is ridiculous, and anyone who wants to participate in this nonsense shouldn't expect to be taken seriously by normal people. I've seen a few clips of this podcast now and come away every time with the understanding that anyone who appears in it does not live in the same reality as me. I can't help but feel like these people think that they're having meaningful conversations and espousing useful knowledge or life experience. This just seems like a way to manufacture drama. The whole point of them podcasts is to wind people up. It is rage bait. What they do is usually get a bunch of older guys and a bunch of younger girls who most of the time do OnlyFans and basically have like a big grown-up discussion talking about, you know, traditional wives and what they do, and basically just argue with each other. I personally don't watch them podcasts because they piss me off. I feel like the guys purposely pick out girls that they know they'll win an argument against. You know, that's just me in my opinion. People obviously disagree with me. So I don't really know who is a main character in that. Like, I feel like they're all just a bit dumb.
So I wanted to come on here and talk about something that is really starting to annoy me. So I applied for a job at TJ Maxx a few weeks ago and they denied my application. They couldn't even call me. They just sent me some automated email.
I wonder
so
why.
I went in today and I was like, so what was the reason I didn't get hired? And she was like, oh, like, you just, like, don't have enough experience. There was candidates that had, like, more experience than you. And, you know, I asked her if it was about my tattoos, obviously, because I know a lot of places don't like tattoos. She said that wasn't the reason. I don't feel like that's true, but whatever, I'll leave it at that. So I'm just wondering how, like, teenagers and young adults who haven't had a job before, how are they supposed to get employed if these places are only hiring people with experience? So
I don't think
younger people just can't get a job because they haven't worked enough. So, like, they'll deny a 16-year-old a job because they don't have enough work experience. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I do okay with money as is, so I didn't, like, need the job, but I would have liked it to have made some extra money so I could pay off my debt quicker. I want you guys to talk about in the comments what it's been like for you finding a job recently, like if it's been easy or if it's been difficult, and I want to know like what kind of experience you guys have, because I want to see if I'm the only person that's like experiencing this right now or not. And you know, I hate that my tattoos are such a defining factor for me getting a job or not.
Okay,
like,
so
just
she is
because
aware.
I have tattoos doesn't mean I'm not going to be a good worker. Like, I do not understand that at all. Because quite literally some of the most smart, intelligent people I've ever met are people with tattoos and piercings. I could be wrong, but I've seen that, like, in Europe, like, people with tattoos and piercings can get jobs, like, way easier there. So, why is America not hopped on the bandwagon? Another thing, too, is, like, all these places, they say that they're hiring, but I feel like they're not. Because I shop at all of these stores, and I see hiring now signs, but, those signs have been up for months, and I know plenty of people are looking for work, so how have they still not hired people? Sorry for the long ranting video, but I just feel like this is something that needs to be talked about. It's so annoying, and for anyone that is looking for a job right now that is younger and doesn't have experience, I truly wish you the best of luck because it is very hard out here right now.
Let's be completely honest, the reason she's not getting a job is because of the face tattoos. It's not the fact that she's got tattoos, it's the fact that she's got tattoos all over her face. If you have tattoos and they can be covered by a uniform, that's not an issue. The fact is you've got tattoos all over your face. I don't know how that isn't clicking with you. She applied to TJ Maxx, she knew she wasn't going to get that job. Corporately owned retail isn't hiring you looking like that. I think she knows deep down that's the reason though. And yet again, you can have all the qualifications in the world, it doesn't mean you're going to get a job. You know, that is something I agree agree with. I feel like a lot of jobs always put signs up saying, you know, we're hiring, but then they never hire people. However, in your case, the tattoos are not going to help you. End of. Not only did she get her neck and face tattooed, but it's like demon and scary stuff. How does someone think they can do that and then get a job anywhere besides a tattoo parlor or like? Well, that's the issue. You know, if you want to get tattoos, you're allowed to. However, they might affect you getting a job. And yet again, it's not the fact that she's got tattoos, it's the fact that she's got face tattoos, and they are scary. If she had tattoos in her belly or on her arm, that's not an issue. You can cover that with uniform. It's the fact that you've got face tattoos and they look quite freaky. Well, anyways, guys, let's probably leave that video there. That is some people who suffer from main character syndrome. If you want to see me look at some more main characters in the future, let me know, definitely will. Press the big red subscribe button. See you all tomorrow for another video.